There's a small chance. No, they can. There's a small chance this will make the. Oh my God! There's a bus going through a red light. Bump that counter up. Bump the counter up.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Yeah,
That guy just blocked people. Oh my God. Edna would seriously be.
I don't know who Edna is. You've been mentioning Edna a lot.
I don't know. I heard she just complains to the police a bit.
Oh my God! Did you see that?
It's because it's using the GPU, right? Yeah. How is the audio sounding now? Is it messed up, or is it just? Does it sound okay? Or does it sound not good, or does it sound the same? If we could get some feedback on that, please.
Yeah. Audio good, bad. You should
Bad
scroll down
or
after you do that.
ugly? Reported, but sounds currently fine. No cutouts. No cutouts is good. Let's proceed on the assumption that it is currently not cutting out, and then maybe we actually fixed it. It's still lovely. Oh, that's wonderful to hear. We turned the gating back on so you can you don't have to get so much of Hugh's deep breathing. Okay, so let's before we start, I guess I wasn't paying attention to the buses.
That's someone at the door.
Is it
I don't
the
know.
reporter on the street?
Oh, could be.
Yeah. Is the reporter on the street attending the function this evening?
Nah,
Okay. Well, I don't know. So.
we'll find out.
It's
Oh, no,
23 sounds.
Someone else.
Oh, someone turned up just for the bus factor.
It's our guest speaker.
They don't know they're a guest speaker.
They are now.
Well, I guess this is probably the most famous thing they'd ever be doing in the past month. Yeah, that's why they call me Rough Steven. Rough as Gut Steve. Shall we guess how many buses we think are going to go through red lights?
Yeah, we could do. Yeah, I reckon.
Stop editing source code live on the show. It's just the silliest thing, and like almost never is it a good idea to. This is worse than doing it in prod. This is doing it like I don't know. It's worse somehow. How many buses do you think are going to go through red lights? Also, I can't see where the buses are going through red lights while you're doing this.
I reckon 5. You can look out the window.
5. You reckon 5. Other weeks you guess 12. Today you're going to guess 5. Okay. Someone clearly didn't put much thought into their guess there. Well, I'm gonna go 6 then. I'm gonna go 6 and 3. 6 and 3.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go 5 and 12.
5 and 12. 6 and 3. Let's write those ones down so we don't forget them. 5 and 12. That's an 8. It was like picking up the picks up the keyboard real loud. I guess it's kind of loud, but okay, so stupid fucking thing indeed. We've guessed now. You guys can guess how many buses you think will go through as well.
Yeah.
But shall we jump into some news for the week, shall we?
Yeah, can do.
Okay. What do you reckon? Which lane?
I don't know. We got even sign on both.
No.
All right. Should we start on the tech?
Okay, well there's more stories in the tech.
Yeah.
What's your favorite tech story there?
I don't know. I'm just reading through the show notes.
Oh yeah. Good old risky.bus. Yeah, the show notes.
Yeah.
No, we've got them written up on.
Should we just start with the first?
What I asked was. Let's start with the top one there. Sunny HTTPS.
Yeah.
You hear it's always sunny in HTTPS land.
I do.
Stop editing source code.
I'm not. That wasn't source code.
You just said I'm not, and then proceeded to alt tab to the window with the source code.
Yeah,
in it.
but the source code is not open. Look, it's not. If I push right.
Oh! I fucking knew it. If we had one of those the studio cameras where it shows what's going on in the studio, you'd see Hugh editing source code. Did you guys hear it? What headphones do you use?
I use Sennheisers.
Sennheisers, yeah. Which ones?
Oh, pretty old ones.
So not wireless then?
Nah, not wireless. I used to have wireless.
Audio is still cutting. I literally have nothing I can do to fix that. Although it was fine when Hugh wasn't fucking around with PowerShell, and PowerShell's taking. Let's count. It just took. Has something to do with it. Task Manager just took around 15 seconds to open, so possibly that has something going on with it. But why is Skype? Oh no, sorry, I thought Skype was using up like 30% of our CPU. Why don't we close these and just see if it improves? It won't hurt. It doesn't hurt. That probably does make it worse, but there's not much we can do about that. Sorry. Hopefully the audio on the recorded version is not so bad.
I think we can close that. Then it's just not showing.
He's working on the AI source code, I believe.
I was just trying to get it starting up. It's been weird. So if you to start it, you have to unplug the camera.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So the mini cam is the first, and like I tried just incrementing 0 to 1, and then it just doesn't find any cameras.
Yeah, we need to change the interface. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The way OpenCV finds like allocated cameras is weird. It's kind of like after you've been using a Windows PC for a while and you plug in a new network adapter and it's like local network connection number 38 and you're like, wait, what?
I do want to show the new features though. I could do it. Real quick.
Look, the audio is cutting out and look how much smoother this is now.
Oh, that's because I did some changes.
You didn't change anything relevant to this.
Yeah.
I think we just let this happen.
Are you sure?
Do you use tabs or spaces?
In this source code, I'm using spaces.
pip8?
No, like in the AI source code. It's
I was saying,
spaces.
are you using pip8? That's the one that defines the rules for formatting and all that kind of thing.
Yeah. I don't know.
I guess you're not. Yeah, see, like. Makes the audio cut out.
Nah, see, that's like quick as.
1, 2, 3, 4. It took, plus the 3 seconds, it took approximately 10 seconds to open up PowerShell.
Less to open up Bash.
If the audio's cutting out now and it wasn't before, I believe it's because Hugh's messing with this. We usually, well, I'll wait for you to do this and we'll talk about the news because there's no point. We've got to talk about the news at some point.
So
didn't you just say you can't get this working without unplugging it?
I can unplug the camera real quick.
You have to shut down OBS for that because OBS won't pick up the new camera. Your mic just cut out.
Minicam. So look, it'll be like real quick.
Okay, so he's gonna mess with the cameras. I think we're gonna have to restart the stream after this, but we'll find out how it happens. He's messing with it. Stuff is happening. Yeah, looking for, but using forward error correction so we can recalculate any missing words. I guess that's one of the advantages of English, right? Is that it has
it's gonna work.
Lots of different extra words that make it possible to figure out what words people were saying when you miss like one particular word. There's lots of extra words, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, well, this is I'm gonna say it's looking not good currently. That would be how to describe it. Not good. Okay, well, it is. Okay, there we are.
Yeah.
He says it started.
And now the AI is running.
The AI is running.
Mate.
Oh, I wouldn't call it perfect, given the audio is cutting out, but still. Maybe we just need to buy a new laptop. Do you reckon we can get the boss to buy me a new laptop, and then we can use my old one for this?
Yeah, maybe. Oh my god, it takes 15.
Well, Minicam is CPU as well, right? Because that's not offloaded anywhere. So actually, I think this laptop here has 2 GPUs built into it, so it might be possible to offload like the 2 H.264 encoding streams to different things. That looks like a Jerry simulation from Rick and Morty. Oh yeah. Well, it's like there's heaps of reflections today. My man.
Shall we show the debug view? See if people can see the changes.
My man. Are you showing it already?
Yeah, this is just debug view.
Yeah. Is it
see if people can notice the changes.
I doubt they can. How would they be able to tell any changes?
Because some of them are visual.
Like what? What's changed visually?
Then they won't guess.
Oh, okay. Fine. Okay.
If we just tell them.
Also, I think this is like causing a lot of. I mean, do you want to just pull the close the thing? Is what I mean.
Oh, like just.
Yeah, the green line has moved. Yes, though technically that is not. Oh my gosh, you did that really weirdly. That's not helping.
You were holding it.
There's just lots of reflections going on. The green line is actually user configurable, so we just do that when we set it up. I don't think we can fix that easily. Let's just leave it. He's rubbing, he's stroking it, but it's not working. He be stroking, but it's not helping. I just leave it. Yeah, so we move the green line basically whenever we reset up the camera or whenever we like reset up the program basically. We play around, try and see if we can get anything better out of it.
So we've done like a bunch more.
Where's the stuff about the bus counter and whatnot?
Oh, that's on the other. It's on the scene.
Okay, so you kind of both going. Okay, well we. Okay, well, can we do some news, or do you want to mess around with this some more?
No, I'm all right. We should do some news.
Okay, what headphones do you use?
Sennheiser. Shall I go get them? Not the wireless ones.
No, it's okay. Not the wireless ones. Do you know Sennheiser have like an app? This is weird to me.
Wow.
There's an app for using Sennheisers on your phone, and I believe there's one for your PC as well. I got to ask you, what would the Sennheiser app do?
Oh, didn't detect. Oh yeah, there we go. Did you see that?
No.
The new feature.
It's got numbers. What would the Sennheiser app do?
Detect where your phone is.
Detect where your phone is?
I mean your headphones.
Oh, like to find them if you've lost them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. That's one thing it could do.
Teach your headphones French.
Say again?
Teach your headphones French.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
So
some of them talk to you nowadays.
Bonjour, I am a pair of headphones.
Anyway. Right, crank the number up. If you're installing an app on someone's computer, you know what you have to do, right?
What's that?
Install a root SSL certificate with the known private key.
Yeah.
I think that one's obvious, right? Like, when was the last time you installed something on a computer and didn't install your own root CA? I think you just do it. Why wouldn't you? I think it's pretty much required if you want to make a computer program. So, of course, Sennheiser did this, and everyone's getting real mad at them.
Yeah.
And weirdly, the thing they're getting mad about is kind of like, wow, you installed a root CA and didn't let people know what the private key was. And I'm kind of like,
what happens?
I'm not convinced that like it's necessary to install a new root CA on someone's computer.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, people are pretty mad about this. If you're running any Sennheiser software in your computer, maybe get rid of it, update it. I don't know how the fix works. I guess it removes the key from the store.
Yeah.
Work. Yeah, of course, because you got to do that man-in-the-middle SSL directly to the headphones. That's how it's implemented. Damn right.
Yeah, I find it weird that there's like an app.
Yeah, the app feels not. Well, I don't know. Like, we have head audio devices, right? So I don't know. What's next? Do you want to take a? Let's go to a bus story.
All
Switch it up.
How much do you think this whole bus network cost?
What, like from when it was first made? Like
from all the changes. So all the changes in July and all the fixes to the fuck ups since July.
Okay, well, let's try to think. They're basically doing new bus hubs in 10 places, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Probably maybe 100K each.
Yeah.
So
how much do you think?
$1 million for the construction. How many with it? Well, $3 million for the changes. The initial consulting, probably another $7 million. So I'd say $10 million in total. I guess if you're counting the consultant money from the, if you're only counting the consultant money from the change, I'd say maybe 3 or 4 million.
Yeah.
That's not including the initial consultation.
Yeah, I get you. So I believe it was meant to cost $9 million.
That's just the physical changes?
Including original consultation.
The stuff that started like 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe so.
Hey.
So
yeah,
that's what it was budgeted.
Right. Yeah.
Guess how much it actually cost?
These
so
things
far.
tend to blow over.
So far.
Okay, well, true, but it is almost done. Like the
the
physical construction's done. Like it's an ongoing project. There's going to be like you can't just be like any cost from now on as part of that cost. but it depends what you consider remedial.
Mm.
Like route changes, are they remedial? Because route changes are going to happen for the rest of time.
I would say route changes because the current routes are shit, then that would be remedial.
But then that's going to happen for the rest of time. Every route is changed because the current one is not.
Yeah, I get you. But
anyway, I'd say these things tend to blow over by double by the end of it.
Yep.
How close are we to the end of it? They said it would take, I think they said 6 months
to wean out
and
everything. I think we're 4 months now.
Okay, so close to the end of it, so I'd say 50% over budget.
Yeah, we're about 50% over budget.
That's right on schedule.
Yeah.
That's right on schedule.
I mean, not a good schedule, but...
Well, the standard schedule. Do we have the numbers on how often these things blow over? Like how often they blow budget out? Like, what do other cities do? Cities go over budget.
Yeah.
I know Sydney, before they implemented Opal, they tried doing something similar to that, and they scrapped it. So they tried implementing Snapper, essentially, not Snapper exactly. It didn't work, and they had to just scrap the entire thing, and it ended up costing like 5-10 million or something.
Yeah.
So this does happen, but I don't know if we're in an outlier or whatnot.
Yeah. Hard to know.
It is.
I just thought it was rather a large amount.
I mean, like, if you think about a software project, like if you hear about a software project over by $5 billion, like a government software project, you were seriously like, meh. Do you know what I mean?
If you put it in terms of like 50%, I think that should, like 5 million like means nothing really, and
yeah,
it's just a number.
Well, sure, but 50% for a software project in government is also for council. Actually, it's a good point.
I mean, like, if you look at the way they've carried out a lot of these changes, would you say it's been competently done?
No, I would not say it's been competently done. But would you say most government projects are competently run?
Most, I would say, yeah.
Really? I'd say most government projects are run in such a way that they don't make the news when they fail. But of the projects that I know of...
Wait, are you saying this has made the news?
Well, yes. It made international news, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It's weird. I think he was over.
He was close enough that I'm willing to not count it. There's a little bus driver who he couldn't have stopped as well.
So it's another thing
that makes me be more lenient, is all I'm saying. I'm more lenient if you didn't have an option to stop, because then it's like it's not the bus driver's fault. Not that I mean. I can't see it.
Oh no! Like maybe someone was like running across the road. It's a fucking school bus.
Why is there a school bus here? Do they normally come here?
I don't know. Maybe you just forgot to take it off the back. What was I going to say?
New news story, I think. Oh, that boy's pretty close. I think he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. So I was thinking.
Okay. It's a bad sign, but go ahead.
So you know how I've been doing a bit of training?
Yeah, going to the gym, working on those buff muscles.
Oh, look at me go. Nah, training for the machine.
The machine, yes. I do know a little bit about how you've been playing with that.
And you and I have talked a bit about how to more efficiently get training done.
Yes.
Should we ask our listeners whether they would participate?
Yeah, you can ask that. Go ahead.
Oh, that.
Green, orange. Yeah.
And that's an ABS.
Airport Flyer. That's why they call him the Flyer, isn't it? That's why they call him the Flyer.
So one of the changes that I've made to the machine recently is now if it has like a confidence that it's a bus of less than 50%, but more than 0, so it doesn't think it's not a bus.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of the times it will be like 1% and clearly not a bus.
So I checked and 10% was the smallest we had. 10% confidence.
Interesting. Carry on.
Yeah, so anyway, from these images, I'm thinking of putting them online and getting our lovely listeners.
What about the disgusting listeners?
They're all lovely.
Good save.
So I'm just wondering whether our listeners would go to something like detect.com
Yeah, don't mistake
go
that.
to the Euro and find out.
Yeah. Would you? I guess the question is, would you go there and do it?
So we're thinking you would go to this and you'd get
An image.
an image and then you get asked the question, is there a bus in this?
And if so, draw a box around the
Yeah.
bus. We get an ABS violation, massive ABS violation. He is He's gone into the intersection. That's how much he's violated
count
that
it as
ABS.
two?
Wow, we talked about that before. Do double deckers count as two times the points?
I mean, the drawing a box around the box of a bus is probably optional, but I
Hell
mean,
no, it's not.
mm,
Someone got to do it, and I ain't gonna do it.
I mean, someone's got to do it, but like, we don't want to send off some.
It's so
listener.
easy though to just draw a thing.
Yeah,
around
but
the
it's
bus.
easier just to say yes or no.
Sure, but I feel like no. Why don't the listeners let us know?
Oh, easy, easy.
Easy?
So, yeah.
That's why they call him the airport flyer.
Yeah, I think it would be kind of cool
Mm-hmm.
because we now have a. I don't know why we didn't think of this before. Like we were kind of just
We
like
did. We have talked about it heaps.
no, like getting the images that are like low confidence.
Oh yeah, that one.
As the
Yeah, we
training
didn't think of
data.
that for a while. We were like, well, someone's gonna have to go through this all by hand.
Yeah, so far we've just been watching videos and like screenshot.
He's okay. He's okay.
Yeah, he's easy.
You don't know about him and his ways. He's easy. Mate.
But yeah, no, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, it would be. I think it's reasonable. Yeah, let us know if you would do it or not do it, and whether you would.
I think it will be pretty good.
Hey, do you want to move on to the next news story?
Yeah, I guess we could. Are you tired?
I am actually. I don't know. I've been real tired lately.
Mm.
And then I get into bed and I'm like awake. You know how the doctors are always like, "Don't use your phone in bed, you idiot."
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I started using my phone in bed. It's
naughty,
not working
naughty.
out well.
Oh, your lady friend's not here, is she?
She's not. Yeah.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah. He's creeping. Look at him. He's creeping.
Yeah. I'm not sure he like fully stopped it.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, because it's kind of tough. Sometimes you're like, do we count it if he's not stopped? And
Yeah.
you tend to count it, and I tend not to. Yeah, no, so at home alone the woman. Oh my god, my eating has been fucking horrific.
That's just frozen. But
did it
it's
freeze?
Fine here.
Working for you, mister. Let's have a look. It could have been my thing. It's good. Hey, well,
Oh yeah, dead
Sorry.
noise. Dead
I
noise.
kept
dead
talking the
noise,
whole time.
Dead noise.
you mean to talk with something interesting, not something silly.
Something interesting. Something interesting.
Hey, let's move on to the next news story.
Yep.
Hey, have you heard of Nipim?
Nipim.
Nipim?
I have heard of Nipim.
The old Nipim?
Is that how you say it?
No, I think it's just Nipim.
So we've talked about this before, haven't
Yeah,
we?
because it happens all the fucking time. It's not just for NPM as well. It also happens for Python as well. Pip, I guess you'd say, not just Python. Pip. These are repositories where people upload packages, and they say, "Hey, use my package." This one's called LeftPad. For those of you who get that reference, this one's called whatever else. Someone who wants to use a pip project or an NPM project is like, hey, I want to use the LeftPad, or I want to use this one. I want to use EventStream, which is the news story this week. And then they install it and it backdoors all of their stuff. So NPM had this happen this week, and the way it unfolded was different to normal. So a lot of the time the developer accounts will get hacked. Is the ABS violation? Yeah. Cassie. A lot of the
we
time.
really need just a button to
Yeah.
increment.
Well, next year. We'll get the kids to next year. Polish up our
We should
presentation
look
platform.
at how to do the Python script in OBS.
We should, you're right.
That isn't like.
There is no shortage of things we could do to make the bus factor better.
I'm really unsure why that was so slow.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. We should also figure out why the auto cut has been cutting out, right?
Shitty laptop, I reckon. older.
That doesn't make it more likely to cut out.
It's
Right.
like when your cat's like 18.
It's not
and then
though.
the next year your
Computers
cat's
aren't
19.
like that. Computers aren't like that. They are with hard drives, but with SSDs, they tend not to be like that. We do need a
Imagine
new
if
laptop.
this just died. What would we do?
My laptop is buggy. I need to get a new one for work, and we can use the old one. Seriously, it is a slow laptop though. I wish I had a fucking desktop for here at work. Anyway, NPM.
Yep.
Event stream.
Yep.
How does it normally happen? It normally happens by developer accounts getting hacked.
Yeah.
In this case, didn't happen like that. The developer didn't want to maintain the project anymore.
Yep.
Wasn't responding to stuff. So someone emailed him and was like, hey, I'll take over the project for you if you want.
Oh, what a friendly.
I know. I've literally emailed people this exact same email being like, hey, look,
done
if
that
you're not going to
before.
maintain it, can be merging this shit. So he did this and he transferred the project. Guy backdoored the shit out of it.
Yep.
It was like a pretty fancy backdoor as well. It was like an encrypted payload, and like it wasn't stored in the module. It was installed in like one of the sub modules of it. I presume they also started maintaining it as well, because that's a good way to.
Do you
Stop
reckon this
people
guy's a
going.
fan?
What guy? There's a guy sitting out there. I don't think he is a fan. I mean, like, there's nothing to make me think he would be. Oh,
I'll
he's
wave
just
to
like
him.
standing there awkwardly. No, I'm gonna say he's not. Anyway, someone said back door.
No, we're talking about front dooring things.
Oh, backdooring the NPM thing. Backdoor, yeah.
Well, did you just forget the story you're talking about?
Well, no, I didn't. I thought he meant like, I thought
Oh,
John Knoxville
yeah.
meant they were at our door or something.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that was. It's okay, Mr. Milky Boy.
Oh, there's a white bus.
Okay, a little bit rare. ABS is over by about a third. Anyway, yeah, backdoor in the NPM module and it backdoored people. And then people got like, basically this kicked off this massive discussion about who pays for the open source and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Do you think it's ethical? Do you think it's moral to release, to write code and have it not be open source? John Milkspool, I thought you wanted no one to know about your video. I thought this was going to be an anonymous video, John.
Yeah, I got told it was anonymous and I knew exactly who it was. And he was like, no, it's not him.
I got told it was meant to be anonymous.
It's amazing. Should we load it up?
It's like it's pretty hard to. I did want to. I was like planning to do it, but yeah,
How do we get it?
yeah. That's the one. There's multiple things, but
Oh my
do you
God, I
think
just realized we can't actually open the window.
we can? We just can't open it far. Yeah. So I got a question for you, Hugh.
Yep.
Do you think it's ethical to write code and not release it open source? Do you think it's ethical, moral? do
To
that.
write code and not release it as open source.
Yeah.
Are you suggesting that it'll be non-ethical or
Well,
unethical?
I'm asking, do you think it's unethical to do that?
Do you reckon this fluff thing will fly in front of the camera?
Do
Oh
I
my God, it
reckon
might.
this fluff thing will fly in front
No,
of the
it didn't.
camera?
It's
the-
like a fluff.
Piece of
set.
fluff. Yeah, okay, I see.
It nearly flew in front of the camera.
Have
I
a
don't
good those
think it
bus
did.
facts. You what, mate?
What?
Yeah, what vid? The video, which we really should have. It's significantly hard enough that
You can upload it to Google Drive.
But how we get the link on there?
Just type it in manually.
Type in the Google link.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Hey,
Or
catch you
put it
later,
on
Maxwell.
the shittiest one that just does like MD5.
Oh, it's like just significantly hard enough that I don't want to do it. But there is a video we'll have for next week.
You could do it. You could go in and post it in the chat, and then we can get it
That's
from the...
not because you have to be logged into Twitch to post in the chat.
You are, aren't you? Yeah.
Wait. Hey, oh, you mean okay? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Let's get this going then. Let's get this. You keep talking about the news stories while I do this then.
All right. All right.
We basically covered the NPM event stream. There's a moral issue here. It's complicated.
Yeah, so should we talk about some bus stuff? So everyone knows how our project uses AI and blockchain and like all those. sweet training session last night. Involved just sitting at a pub watching buses. It was real good quality as well.
What was?
Sitting at the top of Busk and just filming buses.
What do you mean it was good quality? What does quality mean in this context?
There was no trees in the way.
Oh, I see. Okay, the video angle was good.
Yeah.
It's a different to like it was real good quality.
Like, perfect. Not many buses ran red lights, so that the machine detected, but some did when I rewatched it. Anyway, so speaking of AI, did you know other people use AI to detect buses?
To detect buses. Okay, I didn't think that was what this story was about, but people use AI to detect buses. Okay, who does that?
Well, I suppose they're not actually detecting buses.
Then why'd you say it? Why'd you say it?
So they're detecting pedestrians, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sounds
And famous Chinese person, like businesswoman.
Yeah, I believe it was a businesswoman.
Yeah, so like pretty famous. Like she's got like her face on a billboard on a bus. Do you call them billboards on buses?
I'd say like advert. I don't know if I'd say billboard.
Yeah. Anyway, so this bus went through the road like it normally does, and this pedestrian camera like kind of picked it up, and it was like, oh my god, that person was jaywalking.
And what, they lost social credit or something?
No, it was just kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
But,
yeah, no, that is funny. They got fined for it, right?
yeah, they got fined, and then they were like, that was just a. So now if we go,
I think one of the problems with this kind of story is like if you get fined and you have to interact with a like a robot who's like, no, it was you. It.
You can't copy from.
Click it. Can't we control C it? Can you control C it? I posted it in here like you said, and then you give me this shit.
Oh yeah, you can. Cool.
Cool.
Then we go to B-roll.
They got our audio. Okay, and then we have to put it in here. This isn't going to load the video, you know, right?
Oh.
That's a link to the Google Drive viewer, and then you have to download the video from Google Drive.
Well, you can view it in the browser.
Sure, go ahead. Go on, do it.
Nah, it's easier not to.
Well, after I did all my part of it, which would took me fucking half a story. Yeah, anyway, the point is, if you're interacting with the robot and you're like, look, robot, I was not there, that's not me. And it goes, we've put it through our AI again, it was totally you. And if you're not famous, what are the chances that someone's going to help you, right? Kind of like famous people.
Before as well, like just
With AI?
yeah. In fact, with like pedestrians as well.
Yeah.
Oh mate,
I thought I gave access. Wait, no. You're logged in as me, my Google. Fucking hell. That's not good.
oh yeah. Well, I'll try in a porn mode.
I still think it's not going to give it to you.
No, I need to sign in.
I shared it. I've got like I put the shared version on. It's like shared with you. I just don't know how to like. Yeah, link sharing is on. Doesn't that mean like it's
Copy
shared?
link?
Yeah, that's what I sent to you. I sent you the copied link.
Are you sure?
Yeah, where do you think I got the link from? How would I have got the link any other way? Add people.
Well, just add yourself.
Who
'cause
can
you're
access anyone with the link? There we are.
what if you just add you?
Well, I am. Link sharing, add people. Computers are hard. I don't know anything about computers.
Nah, it wants me to sign in, mate.
Sharing. Okay, do it in the non incognito one. Refresh share. And hopefully, because I just shared it with myself. But
Yep, there we go.
Okay, cool. You
Why
guys,
are you locked in on here?
you better. I don't know. It's like not good. You better make sure that I don't know what I'm going with. Everyone better really appreciate the fact that we're getting this video for you. It is pretty sweet B-roll. We should talk about it briefly. It is the stanchions on the buses. We talked about stanchions last week, didn't we?
Yep.
You want to know what a stanchion is? It's the thing in the airport with the little blippy boys, and you can't walk past them. You say, oh, you can't walk. set up and they never use them all, except when it's real busy and then they all get used. Oh, here we are. Here it is. You
Oh my
see
god,
it.
look at it.
Yeah, look at that stanchion. Get his wobble on. That's a wobbly stanchy boy. I don't know if anyone's using it because like the video. This was sent in from an anonymous source, by the way. Yeah, I would not want to be holding on to that like and falling or anything.
Oh, it's pretty crazy. I love how I need it. Should I send this to my friend?
Yeah, if you want to, I mean, you can. Just make sure it says anonymous on it, or Edna, or anonymous, one of the two. Anyway, so that is the.
Did the source send it?
To the bus company? I don't think
Yeah.
so. No, I mean I can find out. As far as I know, no one has seen this.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! You know how like I reported the grab handles?
Yeah.
Like it snapped, and they just took all the grab handles off because
Yeah.
that's like their approach to things.
Yeah.
And then the horizontal bars, I was like, they're too high, so they just took them all out.
Yeah.
I could tell them this.
And then they take the stanchions
They'll
out.
just take all the stanchions
To be
out.
honest, this one is probably a pretty big safety issue. Well, but pretty big. I mean, someone will fall over, but fuck, that happens all the time, doesn't it? Old ladies
This was
getting broken
probably
bones.
worse than not having any, I'd say.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Because if you think there's something there, like if you're in the process of falling, you reach out to grab something,
You just
and then
tear it off.
yeah,
And then, you
and
know,
then fucking smack someone in the head.
what's the bit the bus company then tries to like sue you for it? Motherfucker, you broke our bus.
Oh yeah, easy.
That's why they call him the airport flyer.
Oh my god.
Airport flyer is the predominantly bus running red light at the moment. That's all the one that doesn't accept Snapper, bastards.
Yeah,
shouldn't say that,
that's
but
a thing.
It's
isn't it?
frustrating. Okay, what's the next news story?
Shall we talk about? Haven't we already done the Supermicro?
It's a new revelation in the
Man,
Supermicro
you love
story.
Supermicro.
Bloomberg, turns out, you know, as you've heard, they're 100% sticky by their story. You know that, right?
Yep.
Well, they've also hired some independent, well, not independent, they've also got an independent team at Bloomberg to redo the Supermicro story investigative journalism. So they're 100% sticking by it, but also no one at Bloomberg believes this is a real story anymore, and they're getting people to look into it. Sorry about the audio, Davenport and Zed. We've been told it's cutting out. It's not something we can see why is happening. We'll look at the recorded version afterwards and see
I
whether
reckon he's
it
still
helps.
downloading torrents.
Could be our bandwidth. Yeah. You know we can get fiber here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that fucked? You know we can get UFB here, as in gigabit fiber, right? Well, we should just get we should get 2 internet connections, and that way, that's actually not a bad idea. We should get 2 internet connections. That'd be nice, right?
Ooh, some secret talks ahead.
Ooh, do you reckon he's like, check out the sweet torrent I got? Check out this torrent. You see that? Yeah.
Oh
fuck
yeah, look
shit.
at this guy.
Damn. Plus that car there, just like it was a red light, and the car. Look at that video. So, look, he just did this, and then this guy.
Yeah.
Where did you think you were gonna go, mate? In the
Apparently they were buses.
That guy is a massive
Oh, is that
fucking
an
dick.
ABS?
Quality's like, and it may help.
He didn't even
figure
hear
it
the
out.
explanation.
It didn't. Sorry. We don't know what the issue is, but we'll look into it after the show.
Oh my god,
That's all I
look at
can
these
say.
buses. Oh, Item Bay 1, what are you doing?
Oh, we're gonna get him.
Oh my god, what this?
Is he,
What is
he
this
going?
bus doing? This bus is just like, I can see a gap. I can see a gap.
Oh, there's a gap there. Yeah, he'll be all right.
He probably saw some traffic further up moving.
Yeah, these buses
Oh,
do
look at
like
this
that, don't
guy.
they?
Can't even see his number. But he's been good and not going.
Like,
He's
yeah,
still not going.
there he is. There he is. It was the bus. Oh no, buddy! Oh!
Lyle Bay 36.
He knows we're watching. He knows.
Should we wave?
Wow, that was.
Do
that was
we
good.
count it? Nah.
No, we don't count that. Look at him. 36. Good work. Okay. The news story to be finished. Oh yeah, the Supermicro Bloomberg. It sounds like they don't trust themselves, but who knows whether they're keeping the story published for now. We'll see how that goes. What's next up? Browser file access. Did you know that if you want to access a file in a browser, it's hard?
Yeah.
It's like hard at the moment.
Yeah,
the user gets a prompt, they select the file, they click OK, it opens the file.
Yeah.
They want to save the file. The only way you can do it is by downloading it back to the downloads directory.
Yep. It's all changing.
It's all changing. And I'm torn on this one because the usability advantages of
it
this,
would do so much, right?
Yeah, it basically opens a world of new web apps, right? It means your web apps can do so much more, which also means it opens a world of new exploits.
I know, right?
It turns XSS in a web page into like I guess you can save files, right?
You can save files, but then you can only like render certain things.
Certain things. It's tough to get the permissions right on it, but it basically opens up a lot more avenues if you have XSS.
Yeah, I mean it gives you a pretty sweet file write.
Yeah, and file read maybe.
Yeah, file read as well, I believe.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting. Yeah, I think it's one of those things where it's going to happen. It's going to improve the usability for the web, and the answer is going to be, well, don't have XSS. Right? That's going to be what the answer is.
I haven't actually read the spec, but I would imagine they would probably start by locking it down to you can only do read and write from this directory or something.
I doubt it. The whole point is that you can read and write to anywhere. I think they would lock it down to you can only read files that you've written unless the user explicitly anywhere, I guess, but you can't overwrite.
Yep.
Unless you created the file, yeah. Something like that. It's
but
tough
I mean,
to get
like
right.
the implementation of that, like the browser will have to know what it's created and like everything, and it'll do that wrong.
It's to be cross-platform as well. That's a big problem. Is that these security controls have to be cross-platform, and they have to be in the spec. Because if these security controls aren't in the specification, then people are going to do it wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, we're almost done. We've got one more tech story here, and then we've got a few bus ones. Last one is that, you know how for the past 10 years, people have been like, oh, all these UPnP-enabled routers listen on the public internet, and you can open up ports.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're still doing it. That's just, I believe it was Akamai put out a new report saying, to activate your new headphones, please allow read-write access to C drive. That actually...
Mentioning.
And that's what people will say.
I'm thinking like
drive.
A web page doesn't really need access to everything.
It doesn't. It needs access to a place.
Yeah.
But like a text editor,
it might do it similar to how notifications work. Like you have to allow notifications every time you go to a new site, but then it'll remember it.
Sure.
So
yeah,
it might
I agree
just
that.
be
It'll do that.
You go to a site, it's requesting file access. It's like
to everywhere.
It may ask for everywhere, or it may be like this site wants file access. Which folder do you want to write into?
Yeah, because I imagine like a text editor in the browser. Because like so many text editors are just Electron apps anyway.
Yeah.
I imagine a lot of those will need access to pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Last story here. Yeah, UPnP is open. So out of the 300,000 are not patched, and I think Akamai put out a thing saying people are using UPnP bypasses to basically do like Eternal Blue.
Yeah.
So UPnP, open up your Samba ports and use the Eternal exploits to get to it. So not a very interesting story. It's happened 1,000 times before. But yeah. Okay, that's all the tech stories. We got 7 minutes left.
Did you know people in Wellington want a fucking direct route to the zoo?
Yes, that was actually one of the big complaints as soon as the routes changed. Parents were like, what the fuck? 3 buses, 2 transfers to get to the zoo?
Yeah,
what were you
think
thinking?
They narrowed it down to like 1 transfer.
1 transfer, yeah.
But now people are still like, just give us a fucking direct route. used to have a direct route.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
We just used to. See, this is the sort of thing that I'd call remedial.
Yeah,
They put in these new routes.
people
The
don't like
people
them.
didn't like them. They have to basically revert.
Yeah, which, it's...
I would call that remedial.
Yeah,
Like,
no, fair
it's
enough.
not the same as like 10 years down the track, they change all the routes.
Sure, I mean, it's always going to be... oh my gosh, wow, okay, cool.
What have we got here?
That's crazy. Who,
We've got a thing.
do you know... Oh my gosh, okay, that's... They don't... Oh, okay.
Who's that person? Can you say that to me?
That's pretty good. Sorry, we got distracted by something at the office. It's really funny, guys.
I was wondering if that would happen. Oh, it's gonna be warm. Like, I'm warm at the moment, and I soon have to put that
Just
on.
get naked. That sweaty, cardboardy, duct tapey.
I still haven't done the sleeves, so I
Um,
could probably go with just this.
Yeah, I mean, you look dumb, but honestly, that's kind of what you're going for. So,
Well, the pants.
Hugh's going to a dress-up party later, so that's what we're discussing.
You can find a photo of me on
Vic Deals. Go to Vic Deals, you'll find a picture of Hugh.
You can probably guess which one.
Yeah, you could. Last one here. Auckland electricity. Yeah.
So Auckland are extending their electric buses
Okay.
to the airport
Oh, okay. This makes sense now.
because they have electric buses.
Okay, I don't get it. Isn't it just like you replace your old buses with new electric ones every now and again?
So a friend of mine. One,
There's
right?
One.
Yeah. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Two of the double deckers are as well.
So
I
he
think?
might have been on one of those double deckers. He said it was a double decker. I was like, oh, weird.
Yeah, not many. Yeah, it's so it was so bullshit when I know I got on about this. When they had the electric buses, got rid of the electric buses, invented a new electric bus and said, Wellington's electric bus. Look at it. We're so progressive. It's electric. You got rid of the electric buses.
Yep.
This is just bringing back one of the... It was real frustrating.
Oh, well.
Anyway, so they're extending their thing. Is that it? Is that all we got?
Well, there's an ABS.
Okay. Where? Oh, there. Okay, sorry. I was looking at the old video, and I was like, I don't see no ABS.
Right.
Okay, so we got 6 and 7. Let's go
6
back
and 8.
to here.
6 and 8.
6 and 3, 5 and 12. and 12. I'm closer if we count up both of them, and I'm also the only one with one of them perfect.
All right. Looks like you win finally.
Doesn't happen often.
What do you want as a prize?
I want the audio to not cut out. Is that an option?
I just don't know why it does.
Yeah, where to fix
Do you
that?
like that sweet fix that to get the AI started?
No,
Just unplug camera.
don't. I think we're about done for this week. You enjoy your dress up party, you alien,
Yeah.
and we'll see you next week. Or are you gonna be away next week? You're gonna be busy next week.
I don't actually know.
Okay,
Maybe.
put it in your calendar. Because everyone knows.
It's already in my calendar.
Well, if someone's in your calendar, you can't have stuff at the same time. Who would book something that's already in your calendar? That'd be crazy. Doesn't happen. All right. We'll see you next week.
All right.
Stay bussy, you Bus Factor fans. Bye.
See ya. Oh, and thank. Punch a subscribe and
Hit a Patreon in the face for us. We do guarantee that one airport flyer will fly through a red light for every